both drive Corvettes. You're both from Ohio. You both qualified at 6:28. You would have expected this close a race.
Well, you know, Mark's tough, so, you know, everybody's tough, so everybody's got, you know, we got a new fuel system and stuff, so we're trying to work it out the best we can. And, you know, after running 28, we come out and started running 40s, and we sort of, so we leaned around a little bit and it picked up. So.
Well, it's a hot day, but like I said, you both ran career best here, and you'll be in your first final. Good luck, guy.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, man. Wow, thanks.
All right, gets better yet, Brett. Not only does Mark Thomas get into the final, he will get lane choice. In the other semi, Shad Wheeler red-lighted. Greg Moss managed only a 6.555 at 217 miles an hour. So Mark Thomas will get the lane of his choice against Greg Moss in the Alcohol Funny Car Final. Coming up, the Weekend Warriors, a special tribute to top sportsmen you don't want to miss for a look at one of the most crowd-pleasing classes in the IHRA. That would be top sportsman, Bob. In 1988, the IHRA ran a survey in Bristol, Tennessee to determine the most exciting and popular class in drag racing, and Top Sportsman was the overall favorite of the crowd. What is Top Sportsman? 700 cubic inch engines, nitrous oxide injected, causing parts to blow off cars as they approach and break the 200-mile-per-hour barrier. Setting the pace in Top Sportsman, the first man to break 200 miles per hour, Bill Kuhlman. This is his new 1989 Ultra Sleek Camaro. When you go 200 miles per hour, you can sell 200-mile-per-hour T-shirts for $10. And in a class as popular as Top Sportsman, you can bet Wild Bill Kuhlman is going to have plenty of competition in the IHRA this season. Here at Darlington, our winner in Top Sportsman, Danny Bastianelli from Georgetown, Delaware. Dennis Ramey took factory modified honors, and Les Ames won the modified class. John Strickland was quickest in quick rod. Denny Cooper took super rod honors, and Mark Marcinowski took hot rod. Denny Shortridge is your winner in the super stock category, and Bill Howell of Aiken, South Carolina, won the stock class here at Darlington. Now let's move on to semifinal action in Top Fuel Dragsters. And our first matchup of the day will pit Don Kohler out of Troy, Michigan, who conquered Gene Snow in the first round, against Pat Dakin out of Dayton, Ohio. Dakin, the old Rupp and Dakin entry. We haven't seen them around drag racing for, I guess about 8 years. Patty Dakin, one of the true free spirits in drag racing. You see him staging up right there. Coming into view now, Don Kohler, that real short wheelbase top fueler. The Cinderella story of the Top Fuel Division. Don Kohler gets away in the right lane and immediately slows. Pat Dakin looks like he's going to have an easy ride into the finals. Patty Dakin will move into the finals with an impressive 5.42. Look at the speed, 263.15 miles per hour. He's ready. And our second matchup, Jack Ostrander, who subdued Jack Revell in the first round, does the burnout, and he'll be up against Bob Strauss out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. Now, Ostrander, after that burnout, is cruising. It's going a long way down track. Meanwhile, it looks as if Bob Strauss is ready to do his burnout. He's going to be moving into the water box. And wait a minute, that's Ostrander. He's getting out of the car, evidently a clutch failure, a driveline problem of some nature, keeping the car from being able to move into reverse. He goes back behind that safety retaining wall. This will enable Bob Strauss to make a single run into the final. And how ironic that Jack Ostrander, who got into the semis when Jack Revell couldn't get his car to the line in the quarterfinals, now is the victim, and Bob Strauss will shut it off. He'll give up lane choice by having a whopping ET, but he is safely into the finals. A disappointing ET for Strauss at 672, only 133. And as a result, Pat Dakin from Dayton, Ohio will have lane choice as he meets Stone Mountain, Georgia's Bob Strauss in the final. Now, semifinal action among Nitro Funny Cars. Darrell Amberson will meet Doc Holliday. Amberson in the left lane, Holliday to the right. The cars are staged and they're out. Holliday once again with a whole shot, but look at Amberson, come on. That could be anybody's race. We're going to have to let the electronic computer call that one. Darrell Amberson, 585, 248.61. Let's take another look at it, Bob. Well, Holliday's out first. Amberson's staying right beside him. Here they come, coming on the finish line. You could throw a blanket over the pair of them. Now Amberson nips him in the last 10 feet. And here's Brett with the winner.
Well, Darrell, you always get tough when you run Doc Holliday in the all-Minneapolis-St. Paul battle, but you took this one 585 to 588. You may have hurt the motor, though.
Not much, if any. She's just got a little seepage around the spark plug O-ring, so it's basically okay. It felt still pretty good going through the lights.
Oh, you're in?
I know it was close. I saw a dock right outside my door.
You said the same thing. Now, as far as the final round goes, you're up against a good driver in a totally unknown car. What's the game plan?
Well, fortunately, we have lane choice. We'll go back and take a look at it. Hopefully, we'll be able to step it up just a little bit for the finals, but we won't dare go too far.
And it's just a couple of thousandths of a second that separate Amberson from Tuttle. They'll meet in the final of Nitro Funny Cars. Coming up next, final round action in all four of our pro classes. As dusk settles over Darlington International Dragway, we're ready for the final round in Pro Stock, and it doesn't get any better than this. The 500 cubic inch engine of Steve Schmidt on the right, the mountain motor of Tim Neighbors in the left lane. This is Southern Style Drag Racing. Neighbors from Georgia, Steve Schmidt from Indianapolis, Indiana. The Yankee against the Rebel. Airway lane, Schmidt, the right lane, looks like he has the whole shot with the lighter car. Now let's see if that 600 cubic inch horsepower of Tim Neighbors can come on. I think he did it. Tim Neighbors wins it with an incredible 7.38, 188 miles per hour. Taking another look at it. Look at the reaction time for Schmidt. Incredible. A 0.02. Neighbors was out late. But it's horsepower time in high gear. Neighbor pulls it out by about 10 feet.
Well, I need to tell Tim that you left the starting line 0.02 of a second after the green light came on.
Well, that's about as good as you can do, I guess.
I knew it was a good run. I had a time getting around him on the other end.
Until third gear, and the thing popped to the hood scoop. I must have broken intake valve spring or something.
Well, it's 7:38 to a 7:50 loser. It was still a great, great race. Congratulations,
Thank
Tim
you.
and Steve Schmidt. This was the weekend of your life. Congratulations as well.
Great, good race, bud.
And now we move on to Alcohol Funny Cars, where Greg Moss out of Fenton, Missouri, in the far lane, will meet Mark Thomas from Louisville, Ohio, who subdued Chuck Cheeseman, the third qualifier in the field, in the semifinals. And we got a red light for Moss. Is on that red light. The pressure was on. He had been pushing that straight all day long, more and more. Wisely saw the red light. Appears as if he just shut the car down when he saw that red light on, handing the easy win to Mark Thomas. And look at that crew. They're elated. He still does it with a 6:39, 219 miles per hour. He didn't shut it down because of the red light. Let's take another look at it, Bob. Watch Moss's front end in the right lane. There you see the red light.
You know, Greg Moss had some problems in the final, and he knew they were running strong. He was going to try and take a shot, and that red light killed it for him.
Oh, I tell you, we knew we were going to load this thing up. It's our first final. We were going to win it no matter what it took, and so here we are.
Congratulations, Guy, and this, of course, will put you in the lead for the World Championship point standings, too.
Hey, we're going to stick it out and chase it this year. We got to now, right? You got a dream, go with it. Yes.
Well, congratulations. I know you're happy, and it'll be good to see you in the lead, and we'll see you at Bristol.
Very, absolutely for sure. Make the drive back to Ohio a whole lot shorter.
Sure will. Good luck, Guy.
Thank you very much. We'll see you up there. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Ow!
Not a bad batting average. One final, one victory in Alcohol Funny Cars for Mark Thomas. That is one happy driver. And now we're ready for the finals in Top Fuel, matching Bob Strauss out of Stone Mountain, Georgia, against Dayton, Ohio's Pat Dakin. And as the light continues to fail here at Darlington, watch the headers of the Top Fuel cars as they are away. Looks like the whole shot went to Bob Strauss, but here comes Pat Dakin.
Dakin takes it at 5:38. 269 miles per hour.
Well, the PA announcer, Ralph Hamilton, has summed it up. Let's take another look at it as they come off the line right here. Bob Strauss is out first. Pat Dakin right beside him. Dakin trying to come on now. Watch them shift into high gear. Still, Strauss and Dakin side by side, and finally Patty Dakin takes it in the last 20 feet of the race.
Another blast in the 530s, but this one was at top speed of the meet, 269 miles an hour, and the first win for you guys in a decade.
Well, it feels really, really good. I really like to thank the crew, Gary, who's had the masterful touch with the motor, Jeff on the computers, Myron, all around everything, and everybody else, and Kenny, and Earl Whiting, who helped us, and Butch, who we raced in the first round, loaned us these headers, and everybody's just been great, and it's really great to be back, and I'm really, really excited.
I'll take it from Pat Dakin. It's a close fraternity here in drag racing, and everybody helps everybody else. Our final in Funny Car will match Brad Tuttle in the far lane against Darrell Amberson in the left lane, and they're away cleanly. Give it to Tuttle right off the line, and let's see if Amberson can come on. No. Tuttle wins this. Very tight race, but Brad Tuttle pulls it out with a 5:79, 251.39 miles per hour, and that clutch was set long distance on the telephone by Dale Pauldie, Bob, as they've been talking to Pauldie between each and every round. Let's take another look at it again. You see Tuttle off the pad, well, actually pulling the front end all the way.